for real. Now the mic works as far as I know. Can go in. As I was saying, I started stream earlier, but the microphone didn't work. Lately I'm usually prepping fights before I even open the game, to be like, so it's more entertaining to be playing instead of play one, do one fight, plan the next one, do one fight. That's a bit repetitive. I get tired really quickly. But you know, this time I didn't really want to do it. I don't know. I didn't feel like it. That's a bit of a problem because I have to do Brawly. So that means I will need to calc Brawly before going in, and that might take a bit longer than usual. But well, I really want to make sure I use every single option available to me, because a deathless or very low amount of deaths Brawly would be really, really good. I feel lately like the most useful resource you get in this game, apart from saving 2 scales for Ape, so this means I should use at most 1, is your mons in the box. Like, candies mean nothing if you lose enough mons and enough useful mons to make it to the mid game, the late game. So that's the main thing here. I have to do Brawly's gym, which should be simple. It has been usually simple. There's a couple things I have to be aware of. Of course, it's not free. In this game, it's difficult. But having been here before, the only really difficult thing is Brawly here. So I'm going to sit here, bring out the calc. I'm going to mute this because it's what I do lately. I just listen to my playlist, and that's also that way I don't get tired of the music. So let's have a look at this. This is Brawly, so I'm not there yet. Have to do the whole gym before, but it's probably the easiest gym. Roxanne's gym is also pretty easy. I mean, the trainers are really manageable in most early gyms. The problems are usually the gym leaders. Okay, so this is the team with Ariolo. The Beware's pre-evolution, and a monkey. The thing here with monkey is that it has Defiant. It hits kind of hard, but it's also like the mon that dies most easily to every single mon in my team that can potentially kill it. Like, has enough damage to kill something. So it will be the least of my worries. I just have to remember not to switch in Staravia, because then I boost its attack and it can kill me. So there's the Riolu first. It has the Eviolite, which means it's essentially impossible to kill in one hit. Of course, in more than one hit, I can totally kill this guy. Has Force Palm and Body Slam. Because of how the calcs work in this game, it's extremely likely to use both. Even if you think like Force Palm is more damage because of stab and all of that, it's really similar in damage. It's very difficult to bait one and not the other. And the problem of that is that Body Slam paralyzes. Like, it can paralyze, but here, for all purposes, I'm assuming it will, because it's also really likely, more likely than what you would expect. So most mounts have to actually deal with it. I can use my Luminion. It's not guaranteed to kill, but it's a really good chance. In 2 hits, of course, I mean. And it seems like there's no real drawbacks. Also, I don't have Bolton. It's here because I'm considering whether or not I'm going to candy Yamper. The main reason because I'm considering it is because Bolton is extremely fast. It's one of the fastest mons you get in this game, especially this early. That can be really good later, but not now. So yeah, Bolton is staying on the second box because it's not real right now. I'm considering Luminion here. I think it's the safest option. If I get paralyzed or something, I will just bring some backup. Actually, maybe Sidra is just better, right? Yeah, like the range is always there. Then I bait this guy for essentially the same. I'm guessing Sidra and Luminion both work here because they show fast to hit KO, which means it's not going to bulk up. It's going to probably body slam. So I would really like to keep showing that. It's Citrus Berry. As far as I know, it doesn't count it for the fast to hit KO. Maybe it does. I can also go here. The only problem is that I'm slower, which I don't really want here. It's normal fighting, so any fighting type hits decently hard. That's the case for Ape. Covet deals more damage, but it's not sub boosted. It's so really low damage for what it could be. So I probably am going to execute on this. This is just Citrus Berry. It cannot set up if I use any of these 3 mons. It can set up to execute if it's full HP. Or like more than 78.5%. And then it's Monkey, and like for Monkey, any mon but Staravia works. Ponyta survives any hit, and I was going to say kills, bounce can miss. So I'm probably going to just use Low Bunny, who never dies to double crit or anything, and almost one-shots with Covet. This is a really good counter here. I guess having evolved this early makes the mon really powerful. Especially, I am seeing it in, like, defensively. This isn't really high attack, but defensively it's crazy. And well, I'm guessing, I don't know, just in case, Ponyta. So I have to use anti-paralyzed berries on every single mon that has body slam, which I mean is everyone except for Monkey. Going to deposit, you're not coming. Oh, it's you, and you. If I change the orders, it is going to be Cherry Berry, except this, which is Oran. This is also Oran, and Cherry to everyone else. Also remember, I can't pre-damage in gyms. That's really bad sometimes, not here really. I think no fight here requires it, but later you actually want to do it. Yeah, of course, here also you get the... apart from getting the tutorial on gyms, you can't see anything. Okay, I'm just going to click Air Cutter twice. Hopefully twice. I can miss the ranges. I can also get paralyzed. There's body slam. Well, I can't get paralyzed right now. I have the Cherry Berry. Yeah, I mean, this always paralyzes. We'll know how it works. Also got the crit. Very good. We play around those. There's a kill. Now this is... Can this kill me? Let me see. It can't. So I'm going to remove Citrus. It's going to use any attack. Okay, I get to crit myself. That's... I mean, that I guess that makes it so that I kill with Air Cutter. Yeah, if I don't get paralyzed, of course. Okay, so now I kill. I cannot kill Monkey. It's going to Outrage or Thrash, because both are highest damage, and I am of course dead to crit. But my low bunny tanks it really well, so... I mean, look at that. Okay, Covet doesn't always kill. It has a 30% chance to kill. But it doesn't really matter whether I kill it or not. So I always survive this hit and then I kill. -1 Oran Berry, but that doesn't really matter. It only starts mattering when you get citrus berries. Yep. Well, to the next one, I'm going to bring out the trainer sheet as always. Just updating the trainers like this. I'm going to mute the music again to be consistent. Okay, I'm guessing this is bounce again. Yeah. Yeah, the problem with bounce is that apart from it being a two-turn move, it can miss. It's a 95% chance, but 95 is not 100, so I'm not going to rely on it. And it will show kills to all of these mons, like it shows kill to this too. But well, for Farfetch'd, it's inner focus, which means no intimidate. Also means no fake out. And it's really high damage. It's high enough damage that it kills many of my mons with a crit. And if they leave and it leaves them low enough, it can go for a quick attack then, and you're forced to switch to not that many options. Okay. So I'm guessing the play here is to go for aerial ace because I can never die. And then because I'm faster, I kill with quick attack. This always happens. But it has a citrus berry, so it's actually not true. It can survive. And I'm dead to like crit. It's going to use dual wing beat because I don't show kill. If I showed kill, it could go for quick attack, which makes the fight free. It's not forced to, but it's really incentivized to. But because I don't show kill, this is going to be probably aerial ace. And then the next turn is actually quick attack. I could go here, but this guy dies to any fighting move, so Aaron is not coming. And instead, I should go something that tanks dual wing beat, but that's not Aaron. I'm guessing that's low bunny again for the kill here, and then it's Heracross. And the problem with Heracross, I believe I want to say my only good counter for this is Staravia, but Staravia doesn't kill, and this deals more than expected. So actually it's Ponyta or Ape, especially Ape because it's faster. Here's where you want your max speed Ape. I can switch it in if it goes for pin missile. I really wanted to go for pin missile, but the problem is who baits it but doesn't die to it, right? I have to go something that doesn't die to pin missile grid but baits it. And that's probably, for example, Luminion. Seems like a good option. Because I don't want to be rock smashed here, as it would lower my defense and make me, like, it makes it possible for me to die to a crit. I mean, Shelter baits pin missile really very consistently, so because it's shell armor, so I'm just going to go Shelter it here onto the switch. Bait pin missile, go to ape on that, and then I always kill. But just because sometimes you plan for something and it doesn't happen as planned, I'm going to bring Ponyta because it's like reliable. Other options include anything that doesn't die to Heracross critting, and it can actually damage back. I mean, that's like only Luminion. It's crazy how a 4x effective attack deals like half. I mean, I know Heracross is fully evolved here, but it's crazy. Okay, so this is my team going in. It's going to pick up everyone. I'll remove every single cherry berry I gave last fight. I guess I'm free to go Oranberry here. Doesn't really matter. It matters on low bunny. It matters on almost everyone because they are prone to be hit by pin missile, and multi-hit moves are easily countered by healing berries. I don't know if that's how they work now in the games, in the modern games, but at least it's how they work here. Okay, let me check again. Am I leading? Yeah. So yeah, let's just go here and walk a bit more. Okay, there's inner focus. Earlies. Okay. Not going to trigger Citrus Berry. We should see Dual Wing Beat like its highest damage. It hasn't gone for quick attack, of course. Okay, knockoff instead. I guess it's higher damage. So now I have one question, and because I rolled really high, do I kill with quick attack? I believe like not always. So just to make sure, I'm going to go low bunny here. There's quick attack. Now I should kill with my own quick attack, but who knows? It's difficult to look at HP bars. I know you can use like a PNG in OBS and all of that, but I don't really care that much. At least not right now. Kids characters, I can probably just stay in. And I can definitely do that for one turn. So let's do it. It's Swarm. Yeah, that shouldn't really matter. I'm not going to bring it to Swarm Rage with this. Okay, now it should be random move. Because it's random move, it was anyway. I go Shelter. Which should bait me Pin Missile after this. If it's Rock Smash, it's more difficult. Okay, it's guaranteed Pin Missile now. I'm just going to go Ape here for the quad resist. There it is. And the next turn it has to Rock Smash. Also I've noticed, okay, that's actually kills. I've noticed that I was calculating with 3 rolls of Pin Missile. I should do it with both 3 and 5. 5 because it's the worst case. 3 because it's the value with which the AI calcs. But I kind of forgot. It doesn't really matter here because it was decently unlikely to kill my mons with Oranberry and all of that. Especially I'm saying it for Shelter here, who took more than Ape. Ape never dies to it. Yeah. Yeah, just save. I don't know if I've been saving or not. So just to make sure, save. We did see something that looked like a crash yesterday or like 2 days ago. Okay, next one. This should be really easy because I just kill this guy. The problem is it has Fake Out and Bullet Punch. So it kind of makes sure it hits you. Execute doesn't kill, but takes less. But this gets guts, so it's more dangerous than it looks. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I can Fake Out, so at least I don't take the Fake Out damage. But then it's burned. Ah, yeah, but this was also already considering it's burned, so it doesn't do anything. Okay, then I can fake out, so I don't take the fake out myself. And like Mega Drain twice. Which should never kill or put this into a bad position. I'm actually dead to arm thrust full crits. That's never going to happen. And even if it happens, I believe that with Oranberry that probably doesn't kill. So that's the plan. Maybe I can bring another guy just for safety. Then it's Monkey. And this one has a focus sash with reversal. So this one is really dangerous. You just have to bring anything that has a really weak hit and then a strong one. And I think Ape deals too much damage. I was going to say Ape does it. No, Ape doesn't. Yeah, this mon really takes a lot of damage. It has no defenses whatsoever. I can try also multi-hit moves, but as you can see, Bullet Seed doesn't do enough. And if it doesn't do enough, then it leaves it on like in range and all of that. So now I'm looking at this, and probably Fake Out is more useful here, but I don't care with the other move. Also, any Intimidate Mon is not on the table, because this is Defiant again. So I'm guessing like something like Sidra maybe with Twister would work. If I, for some reason, if I'm a bit scared, I can just go here because it is just turbo walls. Maybe I can directly go here. Yeah, let's just go Dottler first. And then the Ledian is a bit more tricky because it has like all of these punches and it's like it hits really hard. But any mon with decent damage output should take care. That includes Ape. And that includes Ponyta, so let's just bring those two. Bunny's not coming to this one. I'm liking the variety of teams. Doesn't feel like there's clearly stronger mons in my box. And that's good. Also, I have a lot more type variety than in other runs. I would really like a dark type. But that can wait. Okay. Now you just give an Iron Berry to every single one and don't think too much about it. Yeah. Okay, I don't remember, as always, if this is a trainer where they try to fight you as a double. So I'm just going to try and reset if it's not correct. Okay, this is not the guy, because it's Zapato girl. It's just this one. It's later. I always mix them up. Okay, fake out. I'm the fastest fake out. It's what Makuhita was going to do anyway. It's burned with guts. That's accounted for. Now I'm going to use Bubble Beam because I'm not healing from this. And it deals a bit more. Okay. It's like 5 more base power. Those for arm thrust. We want not many crits. Yeah, 2 times 2. Okay, that is a fraud. That's going to Bullet Punch. I just kill him. I should be like any mon. Probably it's just the next one. Okay, no, it's Ledian. I guess it saw I didn't know damage. This is like random punch. And the bad thing is that I can't really fight back. So I'm just going to go Ape. it doesn't deal that much, but I don't hit that much back. Especially with Mega Drain, which deals like 3% because it's quad resisted. Ape kills 30% of the time with this. And Lion knows that. That's why it Mach punches. But yeah, there's just no way to make this mon good. It's not good even at level 19. Imagine how bad this is. Okay, now it's Monkey. And the thing here is, it's probably going to power up Punch. Because it sees its highest damage. It's a setup move, so I don't know if it counts it like that. But Ape should survive. Well, let's see if Ape does survive that or not. 25% HP reversal. Great. Yeah, it survives. So I'm just going to Fire Spin, which is the lowest damage I can deal to this. Power up punches, and now I just kill because it doesn't have any priority and aim faster. It's going to click Flame Wheel. Okay. It doesn't really matter where I calc the fight, it's just safe though. Okay, this one is more tricky. Trickier if you know English, unlike me. I mean, this Medicite is okay. It's annoying because it resists flying because of the berry. And it deals a lot more than expected. But really good defensive mons like Execute deal with this, as you can see. And on the average case, they sort of kill, not really. It depends on how many times I hit bullets it, but I can afford a lot of hits. So I'm guessing the play here is to lead with Staravia for the Intimidate. Go immediately here on the Fake Out and just 1v1. If it doesn't go well, I can just go Sidra and kill. And then it's Machoke. Machoke is Guts, but isn't Life Orb, so I only have to care about not inflicting any status conditions. Which means Ponyta is off the table because of Flame Body. This guy's also Guts. It also has no item to make Guts useful. And what I'm seeing here is a pattern where Execute is really good at dealing with every single mon on this gym or on this fight. And because Girder is by far the most dangerous one, also because it has this, it has like low sweep, and low sweep is a speed control move, and it can try to use it because the AI sometimes tries to. So you have to be very mindful of what I use and what I don't. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so it's like I have, this happens more often than what you'd think. And it's that there's one mon that takes care of every single mon on the team, but because it's not that good at taking care, like it's this kind of situation where I really out damage and they deal not that much, but I can't really 1v1 every single mon because of, especially because of crits, right? So you are encouraged to bring more options, but none of them are really good. And here, at least, Daughter is doing that job. It's being good. But you have to think about who do you use your strong mon against? Who is more dangerous? And here, Machoke doesn't really fight Dottler. He kind of fights it, especially because of leftovers and this having the most dogshit special attack stat ever. But I can just hit like once, even twice. This is Facade. And that could be tanked really well with this, but because it's still rock type, which is a bit too much. It also dies, so maybe I have to bring something that doesn't die and kills back. That could be Sarabia. Sarabia never dies to an attack from Machoke and deals a lot of damage, so it's going to be Sarabia. And for Girder, I would like to use Execute again, but because I know that's not an option all the time, like always, I will need another one. I'm thinking about Lumber because Lumber is really good and what me wants. It has Mega Drain, this has a ton of HP, so I'm probably bringing Lumber. And Lopan is my option, but because it's a fighting type, I'm countered here. Like the type matchup is bad. This would be really good if it didn't miss, but it has also it's going to miss. Also, maybe we can think about what this is going to use Low Sweep and Rock Throw, which means anyone that tanks fighting and rock, of which there aren't really options. So, but well, anyone that doesn't take too much from both of those 1v1s decently. I'm thinking this is going to be Luminion. Also, it matters because even after having its speed lowered, it outspeeds. That happens with 41 HP. Not speed. Not speed. HP is speed. So anyone with more than 41 or more works. Cannot be Ponyta because of Flame Body. And I don't really want it to be 8 because it doesn't deal that much damage. And also it takes a lot from this. So I think the best option is this guy. So I'm just going to be good to give Oran Berries to everyone. I remember to lead Staravia for the Intimidate. And that's all. Okay. Is everyone Oran Berry? Yeah. Like no weird berries here. Staravia, Seadra, Toddler, Execute, Lombre, Luminion. I'm just going to do the fight. Maybe this one is where it matters if it's a single or a double. Yeah, I think it is. So I'm going to talk first with the one on the left. It's going well. I have started a new game recently because I lost my. I just lost the run, but it's entertaining, which is what matters, I believe. It's safe. This is the guy. Yep. Now this is going to fake out. I just go to this. And just click bullet seed. Okay, waste this one turn. Okay, there goes one more. If you read the rules of the chat, it basically tells you not to do exactly this. You will look like a bot to me. They just talk with you, and I mean that's not rude or anything, but I'm not streaming for that. I'm just playing this game. And the most asked thing, like the most related thing someone has ever asked me here is like, what games do I play? They don't really ask about the run or anything, so I'm sorry, but I'm playing. I don't want to have small talk with someone. Okay, this is just a toddler switch. Okay, there's bulk up. I didn't expect that, so that's a bit bad. Maybe I didn't think that much. Again, that's what happens when random people talk to you. Okay, now this deals a lot with facade. I'm never that to crit, but it's a bit bad. Maybe I want to intimidate this. Also, it's faster. Okay, am I dead to the next one? Not really. Max roll crit. Okay, then it's confused. Does confuse trigger guts. It shouldn't, according to sources. So let's hope it hits itself. I'm actually okay if it goes for another one. Okay, that's optimal. Also, can we talk about how all of these people that ask the same things have like the same names? Like it's then the name of a girl and maybe a number? I don't know, it's not the genuine. Okay, 34 HP, that means I'm dead to too many rock throw hits. Staravia never dies to that. So I think I'm going to go Staravia here for the Intimidate. And for the pivot, maybe I get something that's not rock throw. Like for example, low sweep, which is highest damage, but overlaps a bit with rock throw. Also because I'm faster, it's really encouraged to use it, which means I can go here on a bit less damage. If it doesn't crit, of course. Okay, yeah. Now I should be fine if I stay above 18 HP. Let's save him. Still above 18 HP. Okay, this is decided already. Never gets a crit. Keep lowering my speed. I'm already slower than you. Like, this one is slower by default. It's not going for it because it lowers my speed. It's going for it because it's highest damage. But yeah. Okay. Let's just plan the next one. Okay, Brawly. I'm going to change the current fight like this. Okay, it leads with Toxic Orb, Poison Heal, Brawly. It probably has Mach Punch, but not Fake Out. So, on Spore, so I just have to kill this in one turn. That's done with Staravia. Also, hopefully it doesn't crit the Mach Punch and Intimidate works. Then it's Mianfu, who won't come in because of the kill I'm showing. So it's binary for I'm guessing triple axel, it's not going to fake out, right? So I go here and just kill it. Then this guy comes in. And it's like, I'm going to hit you with fake out probably because Dream Punch isn't working. So I go here. And I don't really go here because yeah, I'm dead to the next hit. I was going to say I go here for the pivot or for the flame body or something. Let's see how execute stacks up. Okay, execute is optimal. Maybe I can go for the pivot. It's actually worse, so it's better if I just go here on the fake out, yeah. So no pivot. Fake out. I hit Psybeam twice, should always be able to do it. And if for some reason it doesn't work, just go to someone that lives this, like you. You. And I don't know, even you, because this always lives 2 hits. And call it a day. It's coming. Just the other one here. Oranberry. Oranberry. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, I just have to follow the normal gym. Yeah, and this guy, yeah. Aerial Ace kills. Let's see that Mach Punch, no crit. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. That should be binary for triple axel, not even fake out, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to switch to Ape regardless. Ape takes both. It actually takes less from triple axel than from fake out. Now low sweep kills. Okay, let me see something. And now for this guy, what do you have to do? I wanted to go execute, right? Yeah, directly on the fake out. First fake out. Now I click Psybeam until this dies. Detects because it's stupid. It has literally wasted 1 turn. Okay, it did flinch me. I didn't think about that. But I had, like, I actually thought about it because I brought every single backup one I could. So yeah, I did think about it, I guess. But I wasn't doing it consciously. That's like the difference. Okay, next one. This is... yeah, it's the last one before Brawly. I don't really like the Brawly matchup. Essentially, the Hitmon top is impossible to kill. Like, it's a lot better than every single mon you can get. And if there only was a Hitmon top, maybe. But it's like a 6-mon team. With not all of them, but some of them are being really good options. Difficult to counter stuff. Like Kapfu, the leading Kapfu. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just do this first. Yeah, I remember having a max attack Hitmonlee just killing this guy. We don't get that anymore. Because we just get fucking punch up. This guy is extremely bad. Yeah, the main problem with this is that it's going to change type. For some reason it changes to Ghost. It's a bit awkward. It should be Drain Punch or Dizzy Punch for Ape or Thunder Wave. So let's just bring Ape. Now I'm probably baiting... Okay, not baiting this because it has no ground moves. I guess because it's too easy to cheese. My Sidra deals with Big Knight. Really no matter what it does. You can't say the same about Luminion because Luminion sucks. So it's nice how you can get a mon that's objectively a worse Kingdra, and it's not like Kingdra is good. Okay, Sidra is already better. That's how bad Luminion is. Okay, here with Cobbett I should be fine. This can paralyze me. It can also random switch me with Dragontail, but it's not like that doesn't really matter. Okay, so for this guy, probably Lumbra works, but not really, not really. It deals too much. I mean, I deal a lot back too, and I heal. Okay, so who takes care of this? Why do I feel like there are no good options? I mean, Sidra again, maybe Luminion can do the same job. Yeah, sort of. And if it doesn't work, I go to this guy. And if it doesn't work, I go to this guy. Looks good to me. Yeah, it's really good when, like, at most there's 4 months because you can just cheese with a backup. I really miss the high power nature of runs when they get a bit longer, like after a while. But the good thing about right now is that as long as you're not fighting a boss, you just compensate by bringing a lot of guys. Who am I missing? No one. But yeah, that doesn't work on boss fights for 2 reasons. Because the average 1v1 is on this, at a disadvantage because they have 6 months, so you don't have that advantage. And on later fights, I feel like a 6 versus 6 is more doable than a 6 versus 6 on the other game. That's also part of the problem. Okay, this cannot get paralyzed, so actually Run&Bun is an insane counter for Akamo. Oh. Yeah, of course you want to bring a guy that doesn't get paralyzed. I just have to remember because maybe if I ever give or if I've already done it, if I ever give a cherry berry to this guy, I will feel stupid. Like you can put me on the bump corner there with Vampy. Okay, I'm just going to low sweep this guy. It's going to do whatever. I just crit. I feel like this has happened before. Okay, what is it now? Okay, Golett. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, it's going to go for Shadow Punch. I can actually stay in. Like, there's nothing that goes wrong if I just stay in. I cannot hit this for a lot, but I can hit it twice. Well, maybe not because of crit rolls, but okay. Do I die to crit? Nope. So just one more. Okay, I crit again, so apparently I can just kill. I even burn. This guy's broken. Ape's showing up. Ape didn't like when I said it's really bad before evolving. So it's like, yeah, see how I 1v1 a Golett who outdamages me. So this is like a really fraud angle. Well, it's just easier, right? It's probably going to be Big Knight. Maybe Hakamo, but it should be Big Knight. For arm thrust or takedown. I prefer takedown, which is highest damage, because after it, I'm more likely to kill with Bubble Beam. With Sidra, I mean. Doesn't really matter. Like I say, I prefer like it matters. No, it doesn't. Okay, it goes for speed control instead. The funny thing is that I still outspeed. Because yeah, maybe Sidra is one of the best early game mons. there are. And I just hit the range. It's a 30% chance. Okay, now for Hakamo, I can probably stay in. It's going to use Dragon Breath. And I'm going to use Twister. A dragon type move. I think I've never clicked this one to do damage. Okay, now I'm probably dead to crit, right? 36 HP. Yeah. So I go to low panic. This can protect. It can also iron defense, I believe. Maybe not, because I'm only showing special attacks. Or it can just Dragon Breath again. This cannot paralyze low panic. And I kill with COVID now. Squad effective. Okay, yeah, protect. Goes for it again. Hate to see it. I think the AI in this run has successfully pulled off double protects more often than it has failed them. When attempted, of course. Because sometimes it doesn't attempt. Or just selects a different move. Okay, now it's Brawly. I'm going to do this for the preview, you know. And I'm going to update the current fight. And yeah, just hear me complain a bit about how this fight is designed. Like, it's decently balanced, but it's not. Okay? You are essentially required to level up to use one candy to beat this fight in a riskless sort of consistent way. If you have the mons, I do have Yamper, who evolves to Bolton. So that counts. But yeah, he opens with Kapfu. That has insane coverage. It has Psychic, Dark, Normal, and Fighting moves, especially if you're fighting Psychic and Dark. And Normal for like neutral damage, because it's a high base power move. And there's like no good matchups into this guy, right? Because it's a fighting type. If you bring like the only thing it doesn't have is a rock type attack. So maybe a flying type has some like chances, right? But it deals a ton of damage because it's 90 base attack. Your flying types are usually really frail, including bug types like flying bug types or stuff like, I don't know, no. So he kills you with crit. It's faster than you because it's also really fast. It's not that fast because it's like 31 IB plus speed nature. It outspeeds most of your bugs, as you can see here. If you try to bring the other counter to fighting, which would be Psychic, because you don't get a fairy type here. Like, you do get one, but only one. And if you go for it. So Psychic types don't really work that well because it has Sucker Punch. Which, if it isn't already faster, it's just going to attack you faster than what you can do. My answer to this guy, I believe, is I haven't had... I can look at this fight a bit. I think it's Execute. And the reason is it has status moves. And this is going to Sucker Punch on turn 1, no matter what. It's just going to click Sucker Punch because it's highest damage. On turn 2, maybe it doesn't. It has a chance not to use it if it has used it before, because to avoid like cheesing, right? I could just click status moves and do nothing and see this, watch as this dies, right? So it's not going to click. Like in the worst case, it's not going to click Sucker Punch on turn 2. But it's still my only good option, mainly because it has an attack that hits hard enough. Like that hits for super effective. Most of the mons that hit for super effective don't even deal 50% reliably. And because I can put it to sleep. So the thing here is, I put it to sleep if I'm lucky the first turn, as it uses Sucker Punch and fails. I'm full HP. The next turn is guaranteed to sleep. I click Psybeam to lower its HP. It's really bad if I crit but don't kill, which happens. 70% of the time I crit. Because it pops Aya Papa Berry, and it's going to bring it most of the time above what my Psybeam can do. But again, this is the early game, this is the Brawly fight, you can't really do anything else. Like, there are no good options in the box. You could bring another guy to take care, but then you have to deal with all of these guys. And if this was the strongest mon on this guy's team, it would be feasible. But the strongest mon here is probably Hitmontop. This guy just kills anyone at this point of the game. And even maybe Combustion, not that much, but because it has speed boost, it's basically always faster than your whole team, and your counters don't reliably deal with it. Okay, they sort of do, but they don't always. They force you to take some risks. So like there's this couple guys, and if you thought, well, that's all, not really. It has a low panic with really good stats that has Retaliate, which always hit for 140 base power when it switches in. And there's counterplay, but you have to take that into account, because if you don't have a good counter, like for example here Aaron, maybe you have to do something else like sacking him. But yeah, I'm just going to try to deal with this with only execute, which means put this to sleep, hit Psybeam. On the next turn it could wake up, but if I don't pop Aya Papa Berry, I can just Psybeam again and max roll crit never kills. Okay, that's the idea. If I fail to put this to sleep, it can Sucker Punch again, or it can just go for highest damage instead, which would be Mega Punch. The good thing about Mega Punch is that it has no added effects, it cannot flinch or confuse or anything, so I can actually afford to take one of these as I put it to sleep again, because if it doesn't crit the Sucker Punch and wakes up turn 1, like there's counterplay. I'm not going to explain every single permutation here, but if you're thinking about this, if you know about how all of these things work, you would see that most of the time execute wins this matchup. And it's really good because I usually bait, it depends on if I'm hit or not. If I've been hit, I bait low bunny for only retaliate so I can catch it immediately. If it doesn't hit me, I bait combustion for incinerate. And that's good because it's a move that deals a less amount of damage to my Sidra while not guaranteeing this goes for setup. So I switch this guy in. Of course, it outspeeds me when the next turn. If it doesn't crit, I always live. If it crits, I always die. Okay, so I'm just risking the crit here. It's not like I can do anything else. Again, this is the only one that takes care of this guy. Maybe you could bring in Luminion, that doesn't even do it. You could bring in... where's this guy? Shelter, who kind of does it, but doesn't really. Like, you really need one guy that kills. And yeah, the other thing is, you don't even always kill. So if Sidra doesn't kill, I'm probably going to sack it or sack something else. I don't really see any out here, because I could go to a mon that has a priority move, right? But that doesn't really work. So I should sack this. Let's think about that later. Let's assume I kill. It's going to immediately be low bunny for retaliate / random move, hopefully not draining punch. And here you have to think, this is not 70, 140 base power. A crit from this basically deletes every single mon here except from a select view, which apparently includes my own low bunny, which is cool. And Aaron is the option here. If it goes for drain punch, Aaron is not the option here. Like, Aaron baits drain punch, but doesn't want to take one. Also, if I bring Aaron, I'm basically saying I will bait every I will bait 2 months with one of mine, because this guy is not killing anyone. But well, let's think about that later. How will I deal with this Poliwhirl? Usually it's a grass type. I think it's going to be Lombre. It's just on anything but superpower. recovers a ton of HP with Mega Drain. I could also use Boltund here, but that requires me spending a candy. Maybe if Boltund does slot compression, I will go for the candy here. I really want a Deathless Brawly or something similar to that. Scraggy is a bit tricky because it has Rest and Shed Skin. So if this guy gets like dream levels of luck, you can lose many 1v1s where you're supposed to win. My best option here is like Pancham, because Pancham, 2 shots, it's not faster, which is really bad, but yeah, this guy just sucks. I am always telling you, this guy just sucks. The other option is Ape, but Ape takes too much and doesn't deal that much damage. So Pancham is my preferred option. Also, I can sack it. Like, it's one of the mons I could sack. I don't want to because it's a fighting dark type. That's really useful because it not only removes the weakness to psychic, it makes it a pivot for psychic types. And also it makes it, like, it's really good. But right now it's dog shit, so we'll have to think about it right now. But yeah, this guy is basically locked in for Scraggy. Whenever Scraggy comes in, I just bring this guy, and hopefully it's not on a power-up punch, because then the 1v1 gets a lot worse, especially if it goes for one more, because you have to hit again, and you're probably not hitting again. Right? So this is already a really bad 1v1. Maybe I could see, like, is there anyone that baits rock them? I could use that one. Okay, I could go here, for example. I could be at this mon and then I bait like really bad moves. This is still likely to be power up punch because it's set up, but it's not that bad. But yeah, this guy has to be defeated by Boltund or by just Lumber. The other option I think is to kill this with Boltund, but it doesn't deal that much. I don't know how. I guess if I want Psychic Fangs, like, yeah, Psychic Fangs one-shots this guy. Okay, that's really strong. Maybe I consider this. I don't really want to because I'm just accepting I'm losing one scale apart from one candy. Not only one candy, also one scale to this. But it's really strong that it also, like, it both outspeeds and one-shots. Doesn't matter that much because this is going to Sucker Punch, but for example, it's not going to Brick Break, which deals more. That means I can keep this guy for later. And it has good matchups against every single of Brawly's mons. Yeah, it also just kills Combustion. Again, after one speed boost. So maybe I'm going to cheese this guy like crazy. Okay, how does this line look like if I bring Boltund with the things here? Let's export this fictional Boltund. I just killed this guy straight up. Sucker Punch, kill this guy. Then it's probably low punny. Maybe it's not, but it's lower on out damages. Also, it probably says kill. Depends on the damage rolls. It's never this guy. If it's this, it would be low punny instead. Because it out damages, right? Yeah. Like, that only works. Yeah, it's actually the only, like, it has to be always below punny. It's going to use Retaliate. I can just, I have two options. I can catch it, or I can just make it go away with its exact pattern. I don't have any idea why they give you this guy this early. But it's Psychic Fangs. It goes away. Now, of course, it's not Combustion, because I show kill. So it's probably going to be Hitmontop. Let's make sure. It's going to probably fake out, right? Yeah, so I should kill to this guy. Okay, maybe it's this guy. Scraggy actually out damages. Hitmontop doesn't. So it's going to be Scraggy probably. Scraggy comes in on... Okay, it's also Feint Attack. This is a really good matchup. Because I bring this guy in for like virtually no damage. Well, I mean, it's damage, but then I can afford to take another one. Probably not. Can I really? I mean, I take a feint attack. I take this, then on the next turn I click Covet and it clicks Power Up Punch. It hits the Power Up Punch. Of course, I survive it, but I have to hit again, and I'm like 50% HP, and this is +1. So if this kills, I'm just dead. Or if it crits, I mean, if it crits, yeah. And if it crits any of the other two attacks, I'm probably also dead to non-crit. But if it crits one of them before, probably Run&Bun works, right? So I'm not sure. The thing is, if this kills with crit, it's +2, and it will be like 40 something percent HP. Who do I bring in to kill? It's a dark fighting type. So any other Nozzle user, not Nozzle, Covet user, yeah. Low Bunny would work here. So I'm probably just going to bring Low Bunny straight away. Like I don't see, yeah, no one deals enough damage to this guy. It's CPO light, it's normal. Okay, let's assume I kill with this guy. Then it's immediately Low Bunny again. Probably for retaliate. It depends on the HP really. It can be a random move. So the problem with that is that I cannot go to my walls because this just doesn't work. Like this is too much damage. And I don't even deal that much back. Depending on what I bait, I can risk going to Aaron. Like if I'm sure it's retaliate or headbutt, I go to this, bait Dream Punch. Also, like avoid the retaliate one shot. And I can't go here, but I can go, I don't know, elsewhere, right? Deal with it. Maybe even Ape. Because Ape with Mach Punch deals a lot. But I have to go on something else. Dream Punch is the best option now that I think about it. Because it's like, well, it's never clicked again on Ape. It's going to be one of these two. But well, it doesn't really matter. I have two Mach Punches that always kills. From any, like, HP this is reasonably at. So I'm probably bringing Ape, right? I don't have an answer for him on top, but I feel like it's going to be Bolton. Am I that sure? This is really bad. Like, it deals too much with Pursuit. That's a problem with this guy. It basically makes sure you die. My 1v1 for Polywhirl can just be this guy. But it's also my 1v1 for... Okay, it's going to be my 1v1 for Combusken. Because Combusken is too dangerous. It's like the only mon that can ever do this. Switch in, outspeed, and one shot always, like 100% of the time. It's the only mon that can do it. So I have to deal with Low Bunny is taken care of already. I have to deal with this and this using the slots I have and two more mods. Low Bunny isn't good at this. Maybe I change it later. I guess Low Bunny isn't doing anything. Let's just go something else. Who kills this guy? Like, who takes a... For starters, who takes a fake out? No one. No one takes a fake out from this. I would like I was thinking about Ponyta because it has... Not even with Flame Body. This has protective pads. You cannot even use abilities like Ponyta's Flame Body. Also, the main problem here is that you cannot pivot that well between mons because of Pursuit, right? And because this is a stupid normal flying type, it takes too much from fighting moves. Sidra seems decent. With decent, I mean decent. It's not really good. It depends on whether or not I get grades and all of that. Execute has the bad thing that it's basically dead if this comes in on it. It's just going to click pursuit, and even if I don't go away, it's just going to kill me. The only hope I have is hitting sleep powder, which isn't 100% accurate. It's actually 80%, I believe. And like try to make this a sleep turn, so I switch out, but that doesn't really do anything. Nobody just dies. Yeah, so let's think. For this guy, I can bring Electric, who never kills. Lombre, who heals for a lot and has Fake Out. I'm going to go with Lombre, I believe. I could also bring this guy, but it's not even a good 1v1. So that leaves me to empty slots. Depending on Bolton's HP, Bolton to switch in and like finish off Hitmontop, but not really. Like only if I kill something else, because it's going to Mach Punch and that's too much damage. Like Bolton is taking a Sucker Punch and random move from this. So yeah, it doesn't look like it. Also, Bolton cannot be paralyzed, which makes it like the objectively best option for this. So I was thinking about bringing Sidra, but it doesn't really 1v1. Ballbeam fails to deal enough damage because this is a very high special defense. It's really high on both defenses, but on special defense it's really high. That's the main thing. This has really min-maxed good stats. Like, you ignore this one, this stat is useless. This one's really high, but even if it's not, it doesn't really matter because it has a priority move. Moves are really strong because of Technician. It's plus attack. It's really high base power, like base attack. So it ends up being really strong. So I don't know. It's a bit difficult to choose something. Like Loban is really good, but it's also like a normal type that takes like dice that just dies to 1 crit. If I know Hitmontop is going to Fake Out, maybe I can go here. But here I guarantee Mach Punch, which isn't that strong. With Mach Punch I can go here, but this guy just dies to Rock Slide. I can also go here, but this guy just dies to Pursuit. I mean, what do you expect me to do? This guy actually counters every single counter. It has a rock type move for flying types. It has a dark type move for psychic types. There are no good options for this guy. You just have to fraud it or suck something. And here I'm starting to think about Luminion, because hear me out. Luminion comes in, hits 1, hopefully 2 air cutters, but with 1 probably it's good enough. Dies, because I don't want this guy on my team. It's basically Sidra already. I bring in something else for free, hopefully something that just kills. That could be Execute, but Execute kind of sucks, so it's not going to be Execute probably. It's a bit difficult. I mean, if I go here on a Fake Out, I'm going to take like 20. With this like 30. Then I don't have enough HP to survive another one, so I'm just dying after one. air cutter. If I had a priority move, it would be different, but that would mean sacrificing actually useful mons like this one. I could also bring this guy on the fake out, and it's like going to rock slide. Go someone that tanks rock slide. Then it's like going to, but I don't know. This guy takes 2 hits cleanly. No questions asked, but doesn't deal enough damage. And Bolton's really good, but it's probably not good enough HP. If it is, sacking would mean I always win, but it's not going to be that high. It depends, right? If this doesn't go for Sucker Punch. If it does go, it can be 17 HP. But here's like 57, 47. Then this can be like 38. And then I sort of take it. I die to crit. But it works. But instead I kind of have to do it this way. Who kills this guy? No one. It just doesn't die. Okay, you don't die. You don't die to this, but die to that, and that also can flinch. This. I mean, this guy works to get 1 hit off. That's not much. This guy can paralyze. I don't see what's good about that. Especially against the Mach Punch Mon. This is just trash. I mean, it's not, but it's kind of trash. I mean, I guess the good thing about this, hear me out. No, this is just a pivot. I mean, this will take a pursuit and switching off. Like, it's a way to go to a different mon without taking damage. Right? So I go this. Hit once. It's going to Mach Punch. I'm like, nope, don't Mach Punch me, please. So I go here. I resist it. Then it's going to pursuit always. I switch out. I'm just dead to crit. Accept that. Any of the moves critting, I'm dead. And then go like here. This is like 22%, so this is always in range. And then this is full HP, so it doesn't die to Mach Punch after taking 2 hits. But it really depends on previous events that have happened. Probably also this guy is coming in before Combustion, so then this leaves Bolton not high enough to deal with Combustion, which would actually work if I sack something. So maybe it's not that bad. Do I outspeed double boost? No, right? Yeah, that's a problem. I would need to somehow make sure Combustion kills on the switching. And if it's, for example, execute, that makes the next turn I have Bolton in front of Combustion, it just kills. With 1 death. But I mean, if I'm very likely to have popped it. So it's not that bad, I guess. I don't really like this Hitmon top. Like the strategy for this guy is just really ass. I don't see it winning. I also a piece for Opani. So who takes retaliate when no one takes retaliate? Yeah, that's like the first problem, right? Yeah, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. This line is just ass. Even when I'm chasing a mon, that it's like crazy. I mean, I could do something else with the Kapfu. The good thing about Kapfu and having execute is that I have the option of doing the same thing I said before. So maybe I'm going to do it like this. Okay. I do the thing with execute here. Then I bait retaliate or combustion. If it's combustion, it's really good. Because I just go here on incinerate, psychic fangs, end of the day. I could also go someone that baits Thunder Punch, which is even better. So maybe I go someone that baits Ice, like Thunder Punch. Which is essentially only Citra. No, but then... No, it has to be the direct switch, because then it outspeeds. So I just go kill this guy. And it's going to be low party. I do the thing where it goes away because I Psychic Fangs. So it's this guy. Go here, 1v1, hopefully. Slow bunny again. For retaliate. Now I can actually take it with this guy. Then it's like I'm going to Drain Punch. So I can go here depending on HP. Deal with it. I mean, not really, but sort of, right? Yeah, it's lowered HP. Yeah, but they can't really rely on HP on this guy, so let's just think of this as a pivot. Who deals with low bunny? And switches in a Drain Punch. It can be this guy, but it doesn't really do enough damage. The good thing is that it doesn't die to non-crits. Like, it gets 40% in, but that's not enough, right? Nope. So it's probably Ape. Go Ape on a Drain Punch. Then Mach Punch twice. Yeah, that's more reliable. Okay. Then this guy comes in. It's probably going to Bubble Beam. So I go to my counter and just deal with it. Like, this guy takes it. Ow. It's probably going to be Hitmontop. For like Mach Punch, even probably Pursuit. If it's... I don't think it will be Pursuit, so it's going to be Mach Punch. They have a couple options here, but the safest option to me is just kill this guy. Go here, die. Then this comes in. Ah, yeah, but I would really like to do some damage first, so maybe I have to like go for one Mega Drain or something. Yeah, but then Lombre is really likely to die. Okay, it really depends on the HP this guy's at. Or maybe the HP this guy is at. Because if it's full HP, I can just do the thing where I go here and go, okay, so it's like kill this guy, or kill this guy. Then you're in front of Hitmontop with your Poltent, and you realize it's full HP, you don't kill. Okay, so that's a bit bad, right? My own Monferno sort of confirms the kill, not really. Okay, so this is actually a bit weird. I mean, there's something... This is... If this doesn't see kill, it's going to fake out instead, which means a cheaper switch to something else. It can be this guy. Okay, this is actually more expensive on HP than Mach Punch. Can be this, but this was probably just dying from fake out. Could stay in, but then it's like guaranteed to be this. Can go here, then it's always Mach Punch, but Mach Punch doesn't really benefit. Well, yeah, because I go here, then I go here, and then I go like, I don't know, here, make it slower maybe, I don't know. I can also like kill someone else. Can come out with to this. I think I'm going to run that. I'm not like I'm a bit running in circles too much. This is the early game. You have to bank on being a bit lucky. So we're playing for stuff like execute not taking damage, for example. Which isn't necessary, but it's better. There's like only one part of the line that doesn't work, which is who deals that bit amount, but like the really small amount of damage to hit him on top. But don't worry. I do have to say I could have gotten better mons for this. Also, I'm spending a candy and a scale, so it better works. Okay. So for this, I have to give this guy a rare candy, the only rare candy I have. Evolves. Also, remember a move. Psychic Fangs. If I beat this, I hope it's useful later. I know it's good against Cycling Road Rival if you have the basic in the fight. Here it's not the case, but well, what can you do? Okay, let's think berries. Okay, it's done. Everyone's just going Oranberry, right? But there's no reason. There's only one move that can paralyze, I believe, and it's going to be used on an electric type. Okay, I'm just going to do the good old pre-order strat. Okay, this guy's here already. This worked for me. I didn't save right. And so let's bank on hitting the... is it 80%? Yup. I can try like twice. 3 times would be really bad. It's not like I die. But it's really bad. At the first possible attempt, it's really good. The second is also really good if it goes for Sucker Punch again. So again, there's a lot of counterplay. Let's just go in. Let's just go in. Elixir powder. Hit. It just hits. I'm free to side beam. Crit high roll or don't crit. Hope it just lives for another one after this. It just lives for another one. Shit is free. Now it's going to be Combustion. That's how you play this fight. Also, Berry is still up. So now you go to this guy. Lose the berry, but it doesn't really matter because I wasn't going to use a different item. It's not like it deals more because of that. Yeah, speed boost. Bro doesn't know. Bro doesn't know about the Psychic Fang one shot. Now we should see low bunny. Normally I would paralyze with Nozzle because exact button is going to take it away. But because it's limber as its ability, it cannot get paralyzed. So I'm just going to go for highest damage, which is Psychic Fangs. Let's see a high roll, which would be more than half. Okay, it's like normal roll. I could have been less. Okay, now there's Scraggy. It's going to use Feint Attack, which is good for Bolton because it can actually be Power Up Punch. I don't really want to see Power Up Punch. Because it's easy as setup, I mean. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this guy is going to die or something like that. Like, there's no way this guy doesn't die. I could go for arm thrust and try to high roll, but then it's bad, so I just go it. Yeah, that was 2. Let's see the berry. Shouldn't matter. Well, it depends on how much it rolls. So yeah, it does matter. If it has to... I can get to a bit more than half of normal rolls. But yeah, this guy is just dying otherwise. It can also rest, but it should see kill. Okay, it goes for the rest. That's actually good. Like, that's really bad for him. Okay, just steal half, or even more. And he has to run the sleep turn. I mean, just that free. Bro has been paid. They gave him money to throw Slow Bunny, right? Yeah. For only retaliate. And I have a guy here with me whose only purpose on this fight is to tank this. Yep. Yeah. That's Rain Punch. Ape takes a decent amount from it, but what can you do? It's the biggest problem is that it's going to heal, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to Mach Punch twice. I'm not faster, so low sweep doesn't really give me nothing here. It's the same as low sweeping than Mach Punching. And like a Mach Punch crit maybe kills, so it's better if I do it like this. Okay, headbutt. Oh, crit. Yeah, this is really good HP. Maybe for later. I should be probably well, alright? Yeah. It's only 2 months left. Yeah, probably well. For Bubble Beam, which my lumber takes really well. Squad resisted after all. And now click Fake Out. And Mega Drain. It's going to Super Power. It should be fine because like I never die, I heal for a lot. I also have the berry if it crits or something. And then it lowers its stats, so like it doesn't even kill with crit. The problem is if it leaves me really low, I'm going to bait Pursuit from Hitmon on top. So let's hope this doesn't crit. Okay, that's what I expected. The problem is I didn't pop the berry, right? That can be good or bad. Okay, now there's the problem of this fight. This guy is going to Fake Out. And after Fake Out, it shouldn't see kill with Pursuit. It should see kill with Mach Punch. And because I really want to hit this guy, like I want to deal damage to it, it's good if I stay in. I mean, this is going to pop. This is going to give me the berry, probably. Yeah, this is actually always going to... do I have Oran Berry? Yeah. Okay, so this is good. Just in case, Mega Drain. You never know, but it should be... Yeah, it's Fake Out because it doesn't see kill. Okay, there's the berry. Now the problem is... It's really likely, like, it's going to Mach Punch, right? I think maybe it's going to Pursuit. Let me look at the AI. I mean, it doesn't see kill, so it's like +6, +8 to Mach Punch. Okay, I'm not below 20% or 40%. AI is faster. It should always persuade if I'm correct. If not, well, I just kill this guy and guarantee sort of that I win the fight, which isn't that bad. Let's see, let's learn about the AI. Okay, no, it's Mach Punch. I wonder why. Okay, now I'm actually always betting for shit, right? And it also sees skill. Yeah, it always sees skill with it. Which means maybe it's not going to use it. I mean, I think that means it's actually going to use it. Well, it doesn't really matter. If it's better if I take the sack, accept this guy is dying, and move on. This removes my only grass type. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I can do anything, right? But I can try to switch. Predicting a pursuit, I can go like... Like something that's not pursuit. I mean, yeah, I can go this guy and kill this guy instead. But yeah, this goes for pursuit and yeah, I just die. I died to a normal pursuit, so yeah, goodbye. One death. Okay, this is actually really bad. Why did I switch? This is just another kill, right? Let's see. It's his skill with Mach Punch. Okay, this is really bad. Why did I do this? Okay, let's do it like this then. Oh, here. Okay, didn't use Pursuit, so it's going to Mach Punch. I take it very well because I'm Execute. Now it's going to use Pursuit because it's highest damage. I'm switching out, which means I die to crit. Go bold and on this. Okay, no crit. Now I probably kill. I don't know if it's guaranteed. I'm dead to Mach Punch crit. Nothing I can do if it crits. Okay, no crit. Should be over. Yeah, that's probably only one death. It's better than I think any other attempt I've done, but spending one candy and one scale is a bit more than I wanted to. Also, I lost a useful mon, like the only fake out mon I have, for example. And my only grass type. But it's not like I could have brought anyone else. And by sacking this guy, I guaranteed Bolt on the lips. You always want a fast mod on your team. And this one is one of the fastest you can get in the whole game. Not only now, in the whole game. Okay, I'm going to level up my mons, and that's it for today. Give me a second. Okay, let's heal up first. I think this is actually the first time Execute survives this gym. Immediately gets this move. Okay, bro. Bullet punch, I don't know. It's a punch move. Should be strong. Well, it's like only useful against fairy types, which are good against this guy. I don't know. because rock types are also weak to fighting, which is stab boosted, so what's the point? Well, it's a priority move, okay, that matters then. Yeah, Ironhead, finally a decent move. This also... yeah, I did go over this already. I think I prefer Rock Tomb, but because I can afford deleting Rock Smash, I'm going to keep both for now. I think I get a Flurry now. I remember this guy being really good. Yeah, there it is. Tezuka 2, one of the best special moves you can get. This looks really useless, but it's better than Pound, right? If there was an option to kill this guy, I would have. Aurora Beam, better than Leer. What I always say with my Sidra, I think I had a Sidra on every single attempt. It's very likely to be there. Just better than Spark. A bit better than Water Gun. Bounce. I think it's not worth it. Okay, this one is actually worth it, so I'm removing this. Also, I get the white lens, like, at some point. I think it's before the gym, so I can guarantee I hit this. The only problem is that it's not stab boosted. Okay, this is all for today. I have all of my mons at level 25. I'm a bit tired. I did Brawly. One of the goats died, but yeah. See ya.